we've been through this before with the game one. We've talked about it even before game one. How do you guys bounce back? Is there just a mindset, or is it just it happens naturally?
I think it's the mindset. I mean, like I said earlier, it's unfortunate that lost every game one in my career before we even talked about it. But I mean, that's it's not like it's going to be any easier tonight. I mean, we saw it against Vegas. We lost game two, so we were able to respond against Colorado, and we're gonna have to be able to do it tonight. So I'm sure everyone will be ready and make adjustments accordingly and be ready to go.
Other questions? We'll go to Tracy on the left.
Wyatt, Pete said that Robe Hintz is a game time decision if he's able to go. Just how much of a boost is that on the ice, in the room, everything for you guys?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, he's an awesome player. He's, drives the game, and yeah, I mean, he's awesome. So yeah, I mean, it would be great, if he's in the lineup tonight. But obviously, if not, just other guys stepping up, and yeah, kind of whoever's been in that role, or kind of everyone who's been on the ice have just been able to step up and do what needs to be done. Yeah.
Center left, Derek.
Wyatt, there's a lot of older veterans on this team and a lot of young guys on this team. I'm just curious how you guys bridge that generation gap. Like when you guys talk about things, is there a generation gap there, and how do you guys get along?
We get along really well. At the end of the day, when we're on the ice, yeah, I mean, age, experience, kind of all that stuff doesn't really matter. We're just out there playing the game, and everyone's doing their part, doing what needs to be done. So yeah, I mean, I think it's been awesome for me to have all the older guys just kind of be guys to look up to, learn from, and just kind of get their input. So yeah, I mean, it's awesome for younger guys like me, and just to learn from them. But yeah, on the ice, we're just it doesn't really matter. Kind of, it's just whoever's out there just kind of does their part, and yeah.
Fourth row on the left, Ryan.
This is for either one of you. What would you say were the lessons learned from the position you're in this time last year, where you're in the Western Conference Final and you've seen, hey, this is how a series can get away, but you can also climb back in it? And how do you think that's helped you this year in terms of being able to stay in series regardless of what happens in game one?
Yeah, it's definitely a lesson we learned last year, especially at the conference finals. It's a big moment, but I think we're a better team now than we were last year. So our mentality as a group is stronger. I think guys are more confident in our response. I think that's been the way the whole year. We haven't let a lot of stuff get away from us like last postseason. So I think everyone's going to be mentally sharp, ready to go, like they were, every game two of these playoffs. And I mean, whatever happens. But I mean, we're not going to be able to walk away tonight knowing that we aren't prepared and aren't ready.
Back to Mike on the right.
Hey, Wyatt. Joe Pavelski worked out yesterday, talked about how he feels he needs to give more to the team. Pete talked this morning just about how that example can really create leadership, and guys will watch him and see just what you have to do. So what is the impact for a young player to watch a guy like Joe put in that extra work and take responsibility?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm pretty lucky. I get to see firsthand all the stuff he does. Obviously everyone gets to see what he does at the rink, but I get to see kind of what he does away from the rink, and just how much he does to make sure he's ready to play every night. And yeah, I mean, it's impressive what he's been doing at his age, and it's there's a reason for that. Just kind of the way he treats his body, how much work he puts into the game, and yeah, I mean, it's a great example for everyone just seeing what he's doing, and he's putting in that work. He's he's just doing what he can to make sure he's ready to play every night. And I mean, that's one thing that I know I've really took from him, and I think everyone's done that as well.
Any more questions? Thank you. Hang on. Wait for the mic, please, Mark. Thanks.
What's the thing? Like, you're a young guy, you got a big long career ahead of you. He's 39, and somewhere near the end. What's the thing you learn from Joe that you're going to never forget as you go through your career?
It's a good question. I think there's a lot of things. I mean, as I kind of mentioned before, I think the biggest thing is just the way he goes about his business every day, and all the work he puts into his game and his body, especially off the ice. I think that's probably maybe the biggest thing that I've learned. Being in junior and before that, you think you treat your body well, you think you do the right things, but when you're here and you get to see all the pros here, and especially Joe, you see how much can be done. I've took a lot from him, and then I think another thing is just his love for the game, and I mean, you see him every day. You see the smile on his face. You see how much he loves the game, and he loves being at the rink and being around the boys. And I think that's really important as well. Just if you love the game, you're going to want to keep pushing. You're going to want to keep playing, and I think those are probably the two biggest things that I've learned from him.